Hey everybody, my name is Tim Michael and welcome to Tim Michael Arts, my main channel right here on YouTube. First off, thank you very much to all of my new subscribers. I see a ton of you guys have subscribed. Thank you so much. It's been a little bit since I put up a video, and I have been very busy with a lot of art and working my full-time job as a graphic designer. Been very, very busy and haven't had much chance to make videos. So thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for all your great comments. I've been trying to keep up with them as best I can, trying to answer more comments more than I have in the past, and trying to prepare for something very cool that I want to share with you guys today. The software that I'm in here that you're seeing is called Mischief. Mischief is really, truly a brand new art drawing software. It is ridiculously unique, and it comes with some truly amazing tools. Now, I know I make this sound huge. It really is. I think that this software could become the next stage in art, digital art itself. Here's the things that make it so special. It's like drawing in Photoshop with vectored lines like Illustrator, and it has an infinite canvas. You will never need another piece of paper ever again. I am dead serious, and I mean that within one document. An infinite canvas that you can zoom in infinitely and zoom out infinitely. This is truly the coolest piece of software I have ever used, and I am really excited to share it with you guys. Now, this is a brand new software out on the market, and I've worked with, communicated with the developers of this software, and I said, hey guys, I want to help you get this software out there. I want people to see this, and I want people to know that they can come to Tim Michael Arts on YouTube to win a free copy of this. I want to be a staple of this Mischief software. And they were very kind. They gave me a couple free copies to give away in some contests that we will do in the near future. But for now, I'm going to give you some tutorials and show you how to run this thing. This software is great. Now, like I said, it's very new, so they're still working out a lot of bugs. A lot of people are having issues with their Wacom Cintiqs, Wacom tablets. They're finding that they're, when they draw a line with their pen, it actually ends up maybe about an inch above their pen where the line is actually drawn. So they're working out a lot of details, and that's all stuff that will be worked out over time. It's not a beta version. You can buy it, but I would still suggest that they're in a process of working out bugs. Now, let me talk about the software. The stuff here is awesome. The stock pens, pencils, everything that's in here, everything feels very realistic and very smooth. And like I said, because it's vector, believe it or not, even though this line does not look vector because it actually looks more like a pencil. If I zoom into this line, you can actually see a pencil type distortion. Let me zoom back out. Here we go. Let me center here. There we go. So anyway, yeah, the stuff here is absolutely amazing. Let me just go ahead and just start doing another one of my sketches, as you guys know I do, and I'll just walk through this with you. You do work in layers, much like you do in Photoshop or in any other software that has to do with art usually, and I'm just going to go ahead and start sketching here. This is truly very cool because you can actually do a drawing in here, and then you can export out to other software. But I gotta admit that the capabilities of this software are truly great, where you don't have to run away too far because they have great paint brushes, they have great line drawing brushes. You could draw a whole comic. You could draw a whole comic book in this one document alone. I mean, this thing is incredible. And what you can do is you can save out a selected area, or you can save out a whatever you see on this screen. Because remember, infinite canvas. I'll show you that in a second. So right now I'm just drawing whatever. You know me, I never know what I'm working on with my YouTube videos. And I'm just sketching out something generic. Now, I can grab my zoom tool and I can zoom in as close as I want, and I can make my brush just a little bit smaller. You got to remember that when you zoom, your brush is going to stay the same size because remember, you're working on an infinite canvas. So you got to make sure to make your adjustments that way your brush doesn't have big lines here and little lines there. You have to work out those details as you learn the software. and you have to get a feel for what sizes those are, because I've zoomed in and drawn this great looking line, zoom out, and I have half of the eye in this heavy bold line and another half of the eye in no heavy line whatsoever. So it really does depend. I'm also using a light gray right now. I love that the pinwheel's right here, the color variation is all right there. That's all taken care of for me, so I don't have to go pull up a separate palette like in Photoshop. That works out really well for me. A lot of software has been doing that, getting it right out in the front to make it easier for the artist to pull from. And of course, you got all the same stuff that you can do, like the eyedropper to get your color tones and things of that nature. All of the little details that you would find in Photoshop are there. The quality of line, like Paint Tool Sci or like Illustrator, is totally here. You can't edit these lines yet. I don't know if that's coming out in a newer version in the future, but for right now, you cannot edit these lines like vectors. But they draw as crisply as vectors. And I know personally, I love the ability of having my every line show my personality. Every time I press with my pen or my pencil, I'm creating a line with character. And Illustrator removes that line, removes that character, and it makes it a little bit too simplistic. This software keeps that quality of line in there, and yet at the same time allows it to still have that personality that I want to have so badly in my art that people appreciate, you know? And this software really covers that. So I'm almost done with the sketch portion. I mean, you can take this out or in as much as you want and define the character. And remember, you can work in layers. So everything that you do in Photoshop or in any other software, you can do that here as well. And not only that, like I said, you can export out. You can export the layers out, for Pete's sake. You can export everything out. So if you like coloring in Photoshop and you want to go and take this into Photoshop, you can. But I'm going to show you here in this software, you really don't need to go far. Let me go ahead and get my inking pen. I like the, under the markers, I like this middle marker here because it's got this really great line variation. And you can go from a very thin to thick and thin again. It works great. And like I said, new layers, wonderful. Let me go ahead and make sure that I got that pen selected, and I'll go ahead and start drawing. Oh, by the way, you can also rotate your canvas, and it rotates very nicely, very smoothly. And you can program all of this into your tablet. I'm actually using my Intuos 5 medium. I have an Intuos 5 large that works very well with it as well. And I have a Cintiq that works well with it too. Now on my other laptop, I have a little travel laptop that I take with me everywhere I go. I also have this software on that laptop. But sadly, like I said, they're still working out bugs. That laptop doesn't seem to communicate with my pen so well. I can have Photoshop running fine, I can have all my other software running fine, but Mischief admittedly does not work very well with my pen on that other software. More bugs to work out for them, but let me tell you, they could truly be the next Photoshop, the next Paint Tool Sci. I can see them quickly with some marketing and getting this program out there. I can see them taking over Paint Tool Sci without a problem whatsoever. I can see this program truly being the next innovation. And I absolutely love the line quality. I said that before, I'm just going to keep on saying it, because it truly is it has the personality, it feels smooth, and I feel like I'm getting a lot better line quality out of this than I would in, even Sketchbook Pro. And I love Sketchbook Pro. It's a great software. I love their coloring that you can do in Sketchbook Pro. I love their oil painting brushes in Sketchbook. But I can have a lot of the same things right here in this software. And with development and time, who knows what Mischief will be coming out with next. As soon as I get done with the inking part of this sketch, I want to show you about this infinite zoom canvas. I want to show you how you can have art all over this thing and yet still be able to zoom in and zoom out and not lose track of anything. As a designer with a vehicle graphic firm, I make signs. I make vehicle wraps for cars. So any cars that you see driving down the road that have logos on them or anything of that nature, that's the kind of stuff that I make, like vehicle wraps. It's a vinyl that's wrapped over the vehicle with a print on it or something of that nature. The need to create drawings or the need to create high-resolution images is very key to us. We have people bring us artwork from websites and say, here, can you use this artwork from our website? And we go, no, we can't. There's no way to blow up this little image big enough to fit on the side of your vehicle. Cool thing about this software when it comes to that is that this software can save out to literally, because it works in vector, can literally save out to any size that you want. You could make a file that would fit on the side of a skyscraper as long as you have enough memory to save that file. But what I'm saying is not only infinite canvas, but infinite size on anything that you're drawing in this software. Truly amazing. So I've done a lot of pieces. Like I know you guys saw my frog that I did more recently, my frog in a suit. That frog can be printed up to 50, I think even 60 inches. And that's as big as I want to print, because the printers that I work with at my office might be the printers that I would use to print that, and they print up to 60 inches. So I don't need anything bigger than that. But I can save my DPI, or my dots per square inch. I can save this at 600 DPI. And I can save my image at, 60 inches. I can save it as big or as little as I want. But I can draw it as small as I want and zoom in and still be able to use it. In Photoshop, you have to predetermine the sizes. And that really stinks, because then you have to work with a high-resolution file throughout the whole drawing. And because of that, your computer can't handle the CPU processor that it needs to run this. But because of this software, because of Mischief, I can take this, and if I drew it for my website, I can resave it out as a high, and I truly mean a high-resolution file. Truly high resolution. Now, let's talk about the Infinite Canvas. The Infinite Canvas allows me to zoom in as much as I want and come out as far as I want. Do you know the highlight that I have right here in the middle of this pupil? Let's take a look in there. Now in here, I want to go ahead and begin working on another drawing. Remember how close I am right now. I'm zoomed all the way inside the pupil of my last character. So I'm just going to go ahead and just draw another stupid something, and I'm just going to go ahead and do the exact same thing that I did before. Just have fun and keep drawing. I don't need, like I said, I don't need to do too much when it comes to anything. My freedom is incredible in this software. I don't have to worry about my computer bogging down because I'm working with a high-resolution file. I don't have to worry about, going to another program for a better inking software, because this program has excellent inking capabilities. I don't have to go to another software to even worry about coloring better, because this program has some excellent color variations, color brushes. It's got some markers, it's got some airbrush type stuff. It's got a whole bunch of options. Who knows? Maybe I don't need to go anywhere, huh? And that's the beautiful thing, is I can just go ahead and have fun, stay put in one program. I can stay in one document, and I can just keep saving that one document until it gets too big for my computer to handle. I can put so much art in one document that I could put a whole year's worth of art in just one. And I could zoom in and see all new art all the time. Now, the contests that we're going to be doing coming up soon, as soon as I have the time to put them up, I told Mischief we would try to have one every other month. And the winners will receive a free copy of Mischief. So, don't download it just yet unless you want to buy it. If I sell you on it, please get it. Mischief will be very pleased. Please tell them that I sent you. And I need to talk to them about a discount. Talk to them about getting you guys discounts if you buy from me. But what I want to show you guys is that you're going to take this program and you're going to work on a document, a painting that is going to truly show off Mischief's best sides. You're going to take a document and you're going to zoom in to every little piece of that document, and you're going to create something different and new. I'm going to go ahead and zoom into this eye here, and I'm going to start another drawing. So, the main goal is to come up with a unique zoom art. And that zoom art needs to be showing off to everybody how incredible this software is. This software will truly overtake so much of the software out there today. And boy, does it deserve it. It really does. And I am so excited about it. I really am. I'm sure you guys can tell. I find that this program really truly comes in handy when you're working with maybe gesture drawing and you're trying to get a pose and you have to quickly go from one drawing to the next. Instead of having to turn off layers and turn on other layers or running out of canvas, I can quickly sketch whatever I want to sketch. And I can actually take this piece from start to finish in Mischief. It's beautiful. Alright, so I could obviously zoom in so much further if I wanted to and continue to create whatever I wanted to create, but I'm going to go ahead and zoom out and show you guys what I've come up with. I can literally zoom out so far from my original idea that you cannot even see the other sketches that I have. Let's zoom in one more time so you can get to see how this works. The beautiful thing about this software, that's for sure. I want you guys to try it for yourselves. Make sure that you go check out Mischief and their website. I'll include the link in the description below. And make sure you go check it out. Let's take a look at some colors now. I'm going to go ahead and start off with their markers. Their markers are very cool. And I can get these great tones with their markers. It's the same idea of working with a Copic marker, almost. Same feel, same vibe. I can push harder for deeper tones, push lighter for lighter tones. I can overlay tones over each other. I can come up with some great, just overall colors. Like I said, it's like painting in Photoshop. It really is. The options are quite limitless, and the wonderful thing is I never have to step foot out of this program. Let me go ahead and start painting in his face here with a new layer. I'm going to do it above the sketch layer. That way I don't have the sketchiness in the background. And here we go. If I don't want to be a low opacity, I'll just bring up my opacity all the way and put down a really hard opacity paint. They try to make this feel as real as possible, so it would take a couple passes to truly make a fully opaque image here. But you can see how sweet this is. And I'm going to show you because I'm going to put in some color variation here in a second that's really going to bring this face out. Make my marker a bit smaller. And all of this you can preset in your tablet and stuff. I'm just using all of the defaults that are set up here so you guys can see how this works. Okay, I dropped my opacity a little bit now. It should be pretty easy to see. Like I said, I can still push a little harder to get the deeper tones if I'm really desperate to have the same tones that I had before. I haven't lost anything. But by dropping my opacity, it's easier to get this lighter weight of color. Like I said, I can still use my my Alt key to get my eyedropper tool. Let me actually change this up here real quick. I want to make his face a little darker. Remind me sometime if you want to learn about coloring in Photoshop or in any other software or in Mischief. Make sure that you go ahead and hit the like button for me, guys, and leave a comment saying that you want to learn about working with color spectrums. Please leave comments if you guys want to learn that, because I have a theory that I would like to teach you guys at some point, but I like to teach you guys when I know you want to learn it. So if you guys want to learn about how to color with color spectrums to get the proper color variation for, you know, very basic face shading and stuff like that, please leave comments over in the comment box below, and I'll look forward to taking a look at that and seeing what I can do to give you guys some ideas. So I can do whatever I want. I can use whatever brushes I want. I think that one's more of a blending tool. Oh no, excuse me, I think those are erasers. Yeah, that's an eraser. My bad. Let me go back to my markers. Now, a lot of people, and I think my most popular video on YouTube right now is actually a video about how to blend in Photoshop. It's very simple, but I mean the same technique that I taught in that works very well here too. Using the airbrush and selecting different tones around the area that you're trying to color. That's how you blend. And that's how you blend in most software. It works great. Let me bring up my opacity a little bit. Even more. I'll be honest with you, I really do like the sketch look that you can get in art. I prefer to keep a lot of these sketchy lines and sketchy colors in there. That's just my preference. You can do it however you want, but that's how I like to work. Let me bring my opacity up just a bit more and my brush size up just a bit more. Whoops. Switch back to my pen. That would help. Alright. There we go. So I'm looking to blend some colors into other colors. I can do that with these brushes. In this program, if you need to get your airbrush bigger and you can't be zoomed in like this, you need to zoom out. And then when you're zoomed out, your airbrush is still the same size. So you can get over a bigger spread of area with that same small sized airbrush, because your airbrush doesn't change size, the image itself does. So now I can go back over here and make these changes. I think that that's stuff that they can work on over time and add to the software, but for now that's how it works, and it works okay. You can learn to work with it. It's not like Photoshop where the brushes change size. This is more the image changing size and the brush playing more of the main role. Now, I'm not saying that when you make your brush bigger or smaller, it's changing the image, but if you zoom in and out of the image, your brush is going to stay the same size. So you're not going to be able to immediately go in and add wider, well, how am I saying this? If I'm drawing in Photoshop and I set my brush to 10 pixel round, and I paint. It's going to paint 10 pixel round. If I zoom out and I continue to paint 10 pixel round, it will only do it'll make a smaller brush because it's designed off of a document size. Because this program has an infinite document, the brushes are going to stay their own setting. So if you zoom out, the brush is going to stay an inch wide. And if you zoom out 3 inches away, it's still going to be an inch wide in that moment. So you're going to have to kind of work with the brush and resize it in comparison to what you need from it. So if you've zoomed out, you might want to make your brush smaller if you're trying to have equal lines, like I mentioned before. Let me go ahead and pop some white into these eyes. I'm just doing some very, very basic color on this. I do think that over time the capabilities of their color software in here will become more compatible and will work more smoothly for the individual artist. I think that there is a lot that they're going to do with it in the future. I mean, the capabilities that they've put into this are amazing, and I think that they've opened themselves up a humongous chance to just destroy the market when it comes to, and I mean destroy in a good way, to really hit the market running and really bring out this software in its true light. I think there's so much more that can be done with this software. I think it's only a matter of time that happens too. I'm trying to get some more brightness into his face. And like I said, I can't make my brush any bigger than they've supplied. So because of that, the only way to fix that is to zoom out, because the brush is going to stay that size. So I'll zoom out, and then with the brush the same size, now I can cover more face. But because of that, I can lose a lot of detail. Now I'll zoom back in, you'll see it probably went into his eye. Yeah, it did. So then I would need to go a little darker and then fix my color losses that I might have had. Anyway, like I said, make sure you check this software out. It's really cool. And over time, I'm sure that they will continue to figure out more ways to improve it. And I mean, the idea is original. The concept of this software is original. People probably didn't think that there was a way to have an infinite canvas, but there obviously is. And if this company can do it, believe me, they're not going to be the only ones who figure that out. But they certainly have started a trend, and it is going to explode. I wanted to be on this bandwagon the instant that I opened the software for the first time and experienced it for myself. There we go. He's starting to have a little bit more life to him now. Alright, and let me go ahead and grab a different brush and throw in some crazy hair. This is a brush where you can get some really nice handwriting stuff because it's a calligraphy type brush. So I'm just going to use that to quickly throw some hair in here, just so you guys can see how it looks. I mean, it paints kind of like a what am I thinking of? My brain's starting to die. My brain's starting to die. It's a lot like a Copic marker in Paint Tool not Paint Tool in Autodesk Sketchbook Pro. You know, the Copic edition. and it's got that hard line like that, and if you go the other way, it gets skinny. You know, so it keeps the nib in a certain direction. Let me go ahead and fill this all in here. There we are. And I'm just keeping this brief because I really wanted to start getting videos out there, because I promised them I would put videos up a while ago, and I would start showing you guys how the software works. The question is, I want you guys to ask me below in the comments, what do you want to learn about this software? Ask me questions, pros and cons. I will answer truthfully. I'm not being paid to demonstrate this software. I am giving away their software as gifts, and I'm doing that because I asked them for it. I said, I want a true, honest-to-goodness, amazing prize that I can give away for contests. Can you guys please lend me your software, and I will give it away, but at the same time, I would like to demonstrate how amazing it could be. And so they're doing it for me. This is a favor for me. And I have the honor to be able to work with them and demonstrate this software, and I appreciate them taking the chance to do that with me. But needless to say, I am a reviewer. I will review the software honestly. Like I said, there are some cons, and the cons are things that you learn to deal with. And like I said, the idea of a brush that doesn't change size with the document. It stays the same. Or maybe the brush only goes to a certain size where I need it much bigger. Obviously, you can't have an infinite brush as well, at least as far as I know, because the infinite brush would probably overprocess the CPU. Wow, there's the dyslexia right there. But like I said, there's a lot of details that I bet you that could be worked on over time. And my goal is to show you guys a software that will truly give you something new and get you the next step into your into the art and digital world. And at the same time, I want to be able to help Mischief improve their software. And they're on such an amazing start that I look forward to seeing what happens, and maybe helping them reach out further because of my channel. And you guys, all of my new subscribers, all of my old subscribers, thank you so very much. If you have anything you want me to draw, please leave that in the comments below as well. I would love to hear what you guys have in mind that you'd like to see. If any of you are my old fans, you know, who go way back with me when I first started the channel, or you've been with me for a while, tell me what you liked about it back then and what you like about it now. Is there anything that I'm missing? Obviously not making enough videos. Been getting a lot of comments about that, so thank you for that, guys. That's why I'm back. I'm trying. You know, I'm working on a whole bunch of very busy projects right now. I haven't had any time to upload any videos because I'm working with a couple very big clients that I have to keep up with. Like I said, as well as working with the vehicle wrap company that I'm working with. And you know, I want to make sure that I'm taking care of everybody. So please, comments in the comment box below. Keep it clean, and I'll be happy to take a look and obviously try to answer back as many of your questions as I can. And we will start doing tutorials on these, and then at a certain point in time, we will offer the software as a winning prize for a contest coming up in the near future. Okay? So, guys, I think that's about gonna do it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and like I said, the software is amazing. Check it out, and I'll include the link in the description below. But like I said, check this out. I'm going to zoom into the eyeball, and zoom in again, and go into this eyeball. There we go. How cool is that? And I can paint this guy just as much as I painted this guy. So, I hope that you enjoyed that, guys. Thank you very much for joining me right here on Tim Michael Arts, my main channel on YouTube. Take a look at my secondary channel, Tim Michael Arts 2, where I used to do vlogs with my fiance, Shay, who will be in town again in 19 days. I am so very excited. Now, A couple of you guys have said you've missed my videos over there. I am so sorry, but admittedly, we haven't seen any new subscribers over on that channel. So if you please go and subscribe, I promise you, you will inspire me to start working on my vlogs again. I promise. But I need you guys to support me and go over there. We have had 200 subscribers, and it's stayed 200 subscribers. People have left, people have come, and because of that, I'm stuck at 200. I need more subscribers over there, guys. So if you want to support me and you want to see more of my artwork over here, more of my life over there, please subscribe to Tim Michael Arts and Tim Michael Arts 2. I would appreciate that very much. I love you guys. God bless you richly. I'll see you right here next time on Tim Michael Arts. And I'll have more tutorials and videos for you coming up soon. I will be offering the Mischief videos quite often, as much as possible, because I have a agreement that I have with them to put up as many of those as I can. So guys, thank you very much. I'll see you next time right here on Tim Michael Arts. God bless. Love you. Bye.